doing today? Good, that's good to hear. Well, I'd like to start this week's session off by going over the results of the assessment that you completed last week. Based on the conversation we had, you have been experiencing feelings of anxiety and depression recently. I thought it would be pertinent to the therapeutic process to have you complete a couple of assessments. If you recall, the assessments that you completed were different Beck inventories. I will explain the results of your scores and how they were calculated. Your responses were interpreted using multiple scales, including the Beck Hopelessness Scale, Beck Depression Scale, and lastly the Beck Anxiety Inventory. Now the first area I'd like to concentrate on is your scoring in the realm of anxiety. On the Beck Anxiety Inventory, you scored in the moderate range. Now before I continue, I would like to explain that these scores are not meant to quantify or discredit your feelings of anxiety you have expressed to me in the past. These are simply a tool that we can use to pinpoint some areas we should focus on during our time together. That being said, you have scored in the moderate range on the anxiety inventory. The positive here is that you only ranked in a couple of panic-related symptoms above the mild distinction area. Also, you exhibit very few symptoms and traits related to, or physical traits related to anxiety disorders. The next results I would like to talk about are your scores on the Beck Hopelessness Scale. You also scored in the moderate range on this inventory. Based on your responses to some of the questions you obtained this score by responding to some pessimistic statements in a true manner. This is also true for some of the questions that were directed in an optimistic manner. You chose to address these questions in a false manner. Lastly, the results of your